Manchester United's narrow 1-0 win over Wolves underlined some issues for Erik ten Hag to resolve, and Gary Neville has been clear about what is required at Old Trafford. Manchester United kicked off their Premier League campaign with a 1-0 victory over Wolves at Old Trafford, but their unconvincing performance demonstrated to Gary Neville that they need Sofyan Amrabat now more than ever. Erik ten Hag's men were fortunate to escape with a win at Old Trafford after the visitors tested their resolve late on, including having a blatant penalty turned down, and Neville made his feelings clear on what needs to change. United secured 3 points in their opening fixture of the season thanks to Raphael Varane's second-half effort. But Wolves were left aggrieved after VAR officials made a catastrophic blunder in failing to spot a foul from Andre Onana on Sasa Kalajic inside the box in stoppage time, with PGMOL's John Moss apologizing to Wolves boss Gary O'Neill after the game. One of the most obvious problem areas for United during the game was the midfield area, with ten Hag fielding an attack-minded trio of Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. The lack of a physical presence was evident as Matheus Nunes was able to spring from box to box without much a challenge. And Neville believes it is the clearest indication yet that they must bring in another midfielder to relieve Casemiro of some of the defensive burden. With Fiorentina star Amrabat their top target, one thing he's not going to do is go back to the Fred and McTominay style of midfield because they can't play the ball properly, the former United defender said on Sky Sports. He wants everybody on that pitch to be able to play the ball his way. What I will say is Amrabat could come in and play alongside Casemiro, perhaps give him some help. Look, he got absolutely torn to shreds tonight. Casemiro. Manchester United's midfield were non-existent, they got ripped apart by Wolves. United are likely to make an official bid for Amrabat once Donny van de Beek's future is resolved, with the Dutchman heading out on loan to former club Ajax. But it remains to be seen whether he will be signed in time for their next fixture against Tottenham on Saturday, and based on what he saw on Monday night, Ten Hag will have some concerns. Mount failed to make a single tackle or make a key pass in an underwhelming debut, while Bruno Fernandes lacked his usual creative zest in the final third. There was nothing particularly spectacular about Casemiro's performance either, with the £70 million man looking somewhat leggy in the middle of the park. Ten Hag was far from impressed and called out his side for failing to stop counter-attacks that made Wolves a consistent threat throughout the game. We have to move with the ball and be compact. Once we are compact, we have to be aggressive and fight in the duels, the Dutchman said after the game. Today, we lost some fights and the counter-attacks you allow. But luckily we were defending the counter-attacks well, and in Andre Onana we had some very good saves. Amrabat ranked as one of the highest players in the Serie A last season for passes attempted and percentage completed, showing how he could be the dictating presence United have missed. The 26-year-old is not afraid to get stuck into a tackle either, as he demonstrated during the World Cup for Morocco as they reached the semi-finals. His tireless running was crucial to helping them cover ground in the midfield and suffocate teams like Spain, who were keen to pass around at will. At United, he may be able to repeat those traits, and it would no doubt help Casemiro and Ten Hag in finding the right balance in the middle after a close shave against Wolves.